I'll start with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. That means in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. So I would like to speak a few words about the Ramadan, like the whole idea of Ramadan and why Muslims all over the world celebrate and fast in this month, and a little bit of the origin. So Ramadan is the most sacred time of the year in Islamic culture, and it's 9 months of Islamic calendar. Since the Islamic calendar based on moon sighting, every year Ramadan begins 10 to 12 days before the previous year. So that's why it goes it comes in summer, sometimes in winter, and so on. Let's talk about origin of Ramadan. The word Ramadan has its root words in Arabic, which means something like hot month. And Muslims believe that Angel Gabriel appeared to Prophet Muhammad, the messenger of God, we believe, in 610 AD. That means somewhere around 1,400 years back. And he revealed the first time Quran to Prophet Muhammad. And this event is said to take place in Ramadan and has been known as Laylatul Qadr. And that's a very Arabic term. That means the night of destiny. And in the remembrance of this event, the revelation of Quran, Muslim fast for a month. The Ramadan is a time when Muslims grow in our faith and deepen our relationship with Allah, the God Almighty, by doing praying and reciting Quran. And we strive very hard to act selflessly and participate in charity and good acts. Let's move to fasting. The foundation of Islam is based on 5 pillars, and fasting is one of the pillars of Islam. That means it's an act of worship. So the moment we start in the morning and we break the fast, that means we are in the state of worship. So that's why we don't do any wrong things. We always do the right things. We try to. So throughout Ramadan, Muslims in Germany or India or all over the world should fast, and one must not drink or eat anything between sunrise and sunset. Though, like sick people, travelers, pregnant women, elderly, and menstruating women are exempted from the fasting. They should not do the fasting. Muslims start the day Ramadan by eating the first meal, which we call it suhoor or sehri, which usually we do at 4 o'clock in the morning, before the first prayer, which is called Fajr, the first prayer of and then we continue the fast without eating and drinking anything, and we break our fast after sunset. And then we do the prayer of Maghrib, and then we eat. And after that, the fast is broken, we are allowed to eat and drink. And according to the tradition, the Prophet Muhammad, the messenger of God, broke his fast with a glass of water and dates. So we Muslims also make sure that we have dates. As Nupur always said, we have a date here. Thank you. And let's move to Eid al-Fitr. In Turkish we call it Bayram, and in German we call it Zuckerfest. After fasting for a month, the end of Ramadan is celebrated with Eid al-Fitr, and this is the festival through which is like breaking the fast. And it begins at the dawn by doing prayer together, and after eating and then visiting our relatives and exchanging gifts with children. So at the end, the conclusion is, regardless what plan we people made for the suhoor or the iftar for this gathering this year, the centuries-old spirit of Ramadan remained the same. It was and is a time of piety, worship, and self-reflection. Thank you, and thank you for listening to me.